The air is thin, the speed is blinding, and there is nowhere left to hide. In the crucible of modern air combat, survival is measured in milliseconds, and victory belongs to the machine that can see everything, do anything, and still vanish into the blue. This is the story of the Dassault Rafale, the unmatched weapon that redefined French air power and carved a place for itself among the world's elite fighters. The Forge of Necessity. Origin story. The journey of the Rafale begins not with but with a diplomatic impasse, deep-seated strategic misalignment that pitted national ambition against continental compromise in the early 1980s. The major European powers recognized the urgent need for a next-generation fighter to replace aging fleets like the Jaguar, Mirage 2000, and Tornado. What followed was the inception of the future European Fighter Aircraft FIFA program, intended to create a unified, multi-role jet for the continent. But unity proved elusive. France, through its aerospace champion, Dassault Aviation, had an exacting, non-negotiable requirement. The new fighter must be designed specifically for operation from both land bases and aircraft carriers. The United Kingdom, West Germany, Italy, and Spain, however, prioritized a land-based interceptor with a greater emphasis on ground attack. This fundamental divergence, particularly the commitment to naval compatibility, created an irreconcilable rift. France refused to compromise its core defense doctrine, which relied on the strategic flexibility of its carriers. In 1985, France officially withdrew from the FIFA program, which would ultimately yield the Eurofighter Typhoon. They chose instead to pursue their own, truly independent, and highly ambitious fighter project. The meaning gust of wind or burst of fire. The primary threat the Rafale was designed to counter was not a single aircraft, but the evolving, multi-domain reality of 21st century warfare. It needed to be a fighter that could perform air-to-air superiority, deep strike, and interdiction anti-ship warfare. Nuclear deterrence, specifically the capability to carry the ASMPI missile, and advanced reconnaissance all simultaneously or with minimal configuration changes. It was conceived as the ultimate omni-role fighter, a single platform capable of fulfilling the diverse, resource-intensive missions of both the French Air and Space Force and the French Navy. Its very creation was a statement of French sovereignty and technological a study in aerodynamics, design, and engineering. The Rafale is an object lesson in purposeful aerodynamic engineering, immediately recognizable by its distinct configuration. It features a close-coupled delta wing combined with active canards maul, forewings positioned forward of the main wing. This complex layout provides outstanding maneuverability and agility, particularly at high angles of attack and low speeds, which is crucial for carrier landings and tight, close-in air combat. The canards generate powerful vortex lift, dramatically reducing drag and improving lift capacity. The airframe itself employs a substantial amount of advanced materials. Approximately 50% of the wet surface of the Rafale is constructed from sophisticated composite materials, including carbon fibers, Kevlar, and aluminum-lithium alloys. This heavy use of composites achieves a phenomenal reduction in weight while increasing structural strength and offering a degree of natural stealth. The aircraft structure is intentionally designed to minimize its radar cross-section RC, integrating features such as serrated edges, careful alignment of air intake ducts, and radar-absorbent materials ram in critical areas. While not a dedicated fifth-generation stealth fighter, the Rafale is considered an extremely low-observable fourth-plus-generation aircraft. The cockpit is a triumph of ergonomic design, built around the concept of sensor fusion. The pilot is provided with an unmatched view of the battle space via the Spectra Electronic Warfare EW Suite, which is perhaps the aircraft's most revolutionary defensive system. Spectra is an integrated, internal system that manages detection, jamming, and decoy deployment against air and ground threats. It is a fully automated system that constantly scans the electromagnetic spectrum, prioritizing threats and executing countermeasures without pilot input, freeing the pilot to focus on the fight. At the heart of the Rafale's ability to dominate is its main radar system. The RBE to Active Electronically Scanned Array AESA radar, developed by the RBE to AESA, offers dramatically increased detection range, improved reliability, and Crucially, the ability to operate in low probability of intercept detection LPD mode, allowing the jets to scan the skies without alerting the enemy to its presence. Dassault radar coupled with the integrated OSF Optronic Secure Frontal High Performance Long Range Electro-optical system EOS that includes infrared search and track IRST and a laser range the pilot to detect and track targets passively, completely, without emitting radar. Energy enhancing the aircraft's stealth and tactical advantage. The power within. Engines and performance. The thrust that propels the Rafale into the supersonic regime comes from two SNECMA M8822 turbofan engines. These are compact, relatively light engines designed to deliver a high thrust-to-weight ratio while maintaining exceptional reliability and low running cost, a critical requirement for a fighter designed to operate both on carriers and far from logistical hubs. Each M88-2 engine is rated to produce approximately 11,250 pounds of dry thrust and leaps 16,860 pounds of thrust with the afterburner engaged. The M88 engine family is celebrated for its rapid throttle response, allowing the pilot immediate power adjustments in the dynamic, close-quarters environment of a dogfight or a low-level attack run. Collectively, the two engines grant the Rafale formidable performance metrics. Its maximum speed is specified as Mach 1.8 at high altitude, or approximately 2,200 kilometers per hour. The Omnirole Arsenal. Weapons and Systems. The Rafale's designation as an Omnirole fighter is defined by the sheer breadth and depth of its weapons integration. It possesses 14 hardpoints, 13 for the naval variant, the Rafale M, due to the specific landing gear structure capable of carrying a total external payload of up to 9.5 tons. This is a truly colossal weapons capacity for an aircraft of its size. For air superiority, the Rafale relies primarily on the lethal MBDA Mica missile d'interception. DE Combato eto DD Auto Defense Missile, which comes in two variants. The MIC AR infrared homing and the Mica M active radar homing. The Rafale can carry up to 6 Mica missiles, offering incredible flexibility in engagement. For longer-range engagements, it is armed with the formidable MBDA Meteor Beyond Visual Range Air-to-Air Missile BVR-A, a ramjet-powered weapon celebrated for its vast no-escape zone NEZ, giving it a decisive advantage over older BVR-AAM systems. In the strike and interdiction role, the Rafale is a heavy hitter. It can deploy the ASM Hammer Armament Airsaw Modular, a family of modular, highly accurate precision-guided munitions with a range of guidance options, including GPS, inertial, laser and imaging, infrared. For deep strike, it carries the CALPG Storm Shadow Long-Range Cruise Missile. For maritime operations, it wields the Exocet AM-39 Anti-Ship Missile. Rounding out the arsenal is a formidable internal cannon, the 30mm Giant 3719B cannon, capable of firing at a rate of 2,500 rounds per minute, powerful tool for close-in combat and strafing runs. All of this weaponry is managed through the sophisticated avionics and data link systems, including the Link 6 network, allowing the Rafale to function as a crucial node in a distributed air warfare system, sharing targeting and sensor data seamlessly with friendly forces. Forged in conflict, combat, and operational history. Unlike many of its contemporaries, the Rafale has been tested repeatedly in real combat zones, proving its design philosophy under the ultimate pressure. Its operational debut came swiftly. The Rafale M, the naval variant, achieved its first combat mission during Operation Heracles in 2007, operating from the carrier Charles de Gaulle against targets in Afghanistan. This deployment immediately demonstrated its operational readiness and the crucial ease with which it could switch roles, providing both air cover and precision strike capability in the same mission package. Its most significant baptism by fire came during the 2011 intervention in Libya Operation Harmatz. Rafale aircraft were among the very first NATO jets to enter Libyan airspace, flying long-range strike missions directly from French air bases. It was during these operations that the Rafale truly embodied the Omnirole concept, executing air-to-air patrols, performing close air support for ground forces, and conducting deep interdiction strikes, all within the same sortie. One Rafale pilot, for instance, simultaneously carried 4 Mica missiles. 3 GBU-12 laser-guided bombs, and a Theles Damocles targeting pod, showcasing an unparalleled level of mission flexibility. Further combat deployments followed in Mali Operation Cervelle and against ISIS targets in Iraq and Syria Operation In these low-intensity conflicts, the Rafale's exceptional sensor suite and precision weapon systems made it an indispensable asset for intelligence gathering and minimizing collateral damage. Its reliability and high mission success rate under diverse, harsh conditions cemented its reputation as a mature, combat-proven platform. The doctrine of dominance. Tactics and application. The operational doctrine for the Rafale revolves entirely around its sensor fusion and omnirole capability. A Rafale pilot is not trained as just an air-to-air specialist or just a bomber pilot. They are trained to be both simultaneously, often switching roles within a single flight. In the air superiority role, the Rafale excels at networking. Pilots leverage the RBE to AESA for long-range detection, but they often rely on the OSF and Spectra systems for passive tracking. The pilot can use the IRST camera of the OSF to identify and lock onto an enemy aircraft without emitting a single radar pulse, ensuring stealthy initial engagement. Furthermore, the fused data from the A and Spectra RWR radar warning receiver is constantly synthesized and presented to the pilot on the cockpit displays, creating a comprehensive, easy-to-read tactical picture. This is known as the gods. I view a single, integrated picture of the entire battle space, drastically reducing pilot workload and increasing situational awareness, which is the single most important factor in air combat survival. In the strike role, the Rafale's doctrine emphasizes deep penetration and all-weather day-night precision. Utilizing Spectra to neutralize air defenses and the Damocles or newer Talios targeting pods for weapon guidance, the aircraft is designed to hit heavily defended targets and return home safely. It's incredible. Payload capacity means a small number of Rafales can deliver the punch of a much larger, less flexible strike package, dramatically simplifying mission planning and logistics. The ability to carry the long-range SCA LPEG cruise missile further pushes its lethality, allowing attacks from outside the range of most air defense systems. The competitive edge. Comparison with rivals. To understand the Rafale standing, one must place it against its closest competitors. The most immediate comparison is its former partner and rival, the Eurofighter Typhoon. Both are highly capable fourth-plus generation fighters, but their design philosophies differ fundamentally. The Typhoon was primarily designed as an air superiority interceptor. Another key comparison is the American Boeing FA-18AF Super Hornet pod, particularly in the naval role. The Super Hornet is a robust, proven platform. However, the Rafale M is lighter, more agile, and its superior aerodynamics, delta wing and canards result in better performance and greater payload capacity from a shorter carrier catapult launch. The Rafale's M88 engines, while lower in absolute thrust than the Super Hornet's F414S, are more fuel efficient, contributing to the Rafale's impressive range. In short, the Rafale is a more advanced technological package, particularly in its OO and sensor suite, giving it a generational advantage. The future of French power, modern relevance and upgrades today. The Rafale program is not just a success story for France. It is an international export triumph. Initially struggling to find foreign buyers, the jet has recently secured lucrative high-profile contracts, cementing its global relevance. Major operators now include the Indian Air Force, the Egyptian Air Force, the Qatari Emiri Air Force, the Hellenic Air Force of Greece, and recent orders from the United Arab Emirates and Indonesia. These sales validate the Rafale's performance and technological maturity. The jet continues to evolve through the F3R and planned F4 standards. The F3R upgrade incorporated the Meteor BVR AAM and the new Talios next-generation targeting pod. The upcoming F4 standard, scheduled for the late 2020s, will focus heavily on collaborative combat capabilities, deepening the connectivity, improving the fusion of external sensor data, and integrating advanced artificial intelligence AI to assist the pilot in complex mission execution. This iterative modernization process ensures the Rafale remains a credible, frontline fighter well into the middle of the 21st century. The symbol of sovereignty. Emotional reflection. The Dassault Rafale is more than just a magnificent piece of machinery. It is a profound political and technological statement. Born from a refusal to compromise national strategic goals, it stands as a shining testament to French industrial independence. It is a fusion of elegance and raw power, a sophisticated dance of delta wings and digital warfare. When a Rafale pilot straps in, they are not just taking off. They are launching a concentrated force multiplier capable of bending the battlefield to their will. It is the symbol of the unmatched promise fulfilled in aircraft that is never over-specialized, always ready and lethally effective in every domain. In the silent, black void above the clouds, the Rafale is the sharp, persistent edge of modern air power, an aircraft designed to dominate the sky, deliver the blow, and live to fight the next day. It is the gust of wind that leaves nothing but silence in its wake.